Hello, everyone. My name is Benny Lee. I'm from the global design, global marketing team from Coca-Cola. So if you're planning to add me on LinkedIn, make sure you find the right one because there are three of us on there. Just saying, because one of them is pretty obvious because he's not even Asian. But the second one, he's been pinging me saying that, why am I getting all these invites? He's from legal, I'm from design, so it's pretty easy to tell. I think we have like similar profile picture and all. Probably copied off of me. Anyways, all right. So my background's in design, and I'm in global marketing. So that's what this presentation is about: crafting meaningful digital experiences around a physical product. So I want to go back real quick and tell you about Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola has always been a experience-making business, if you will. The simple pleasure of drinking an ice cold Coca-Cola is very sensorial if you think about it. Hearing the ice clanking, smelling the fizz as you get closer to it, and the tingling sensation as you take a sip. We get really meticulous with the process, having the right serving temperature, the unique dispenser here, and the vessel that you drink from. We have a term for it. It's called a perfect serve. It's called a perfect. Okay, they didn't like that. It's called the perfect serve. Okay, all right, just saying. So in the 1960s, we went as far as putting out an advertisement outlining the best way to handcraft an ice cold Coca-Cola to create your own perfect serve. That's the kind of level of details when it comes to serving our products. And you may recognize us for our physical products, but we are very much about digital transformation. And I want to talk about how we can combine these two opposites together. And I'll give you a little bit of context on what we're doing at the Coca-Cola Company. It's very important for us to work together and discover things that were never meant to be. But when they do come together, you find a little piece of magic in between them. And for us, digital and physical aren't two separate entities, but one singularity. I call it phygital, but I think it's taken. The challenge is, though, how do we transform our business and the products that hasn't changed in 136 years to craft the same level of meaningful experience onto our digital platforms? I'll give you some examples. I'm not going to get too deep into it, mostly high level, because there are quite a few case studies here. Augmented reality is a perfect blend of both worlds. Our products are grounded in the reality, but there's nothing we can do about it. A Coke is a Coke. It's still the same as a Coke. You can't pay more money to buy a better Coke. It's the same Coke that a homeless guy gets compared to a president or a celebrity. But that also means that we can do anything we want around the product. So let's take a look at this. Packaging is very important for us, but how do we keep evolving that? This is from a few years ago. You may recognize these cans from overseas. We call them the city cans. All of these characters are made of these iconic landmarks from a specific city in China. So if you're from that city, you might recognize that. It's a level of personalization, but from a community standpoint, because people make up the cities. So that's great and all, but how do we transform the experience even further? And here's just a quick clip to give you an idea, somewhat of a tactical and engaging way to bring it to life. Hopefully there's audio. Is there audio? Maybe you want to bump up the audio. Just a quick promo. You can definitely look it up, the city cans, how we kind of like scan them and having these iconic landmarks kind of bring them to life. Just unpacked and extend the storytelling. This is another great example piece of packaging that we've done for the Australian business unit called a Love Can. The entire development concept only took, from concept to market only took 11 days. So this is super unprecedented. But to expand on that, how do we send a note to the loved ones instead of just getting love cans or friends perhaps a kind of a hidden message behind the packaging as you scanned it from a personalization, honey, you didn't do the dishes tonight or something. I don't know. So one of the ways that we're exploring there. The next story is really exciting. It's about Cobot. It's one of the most exciting projects I've worked on. Okay. To talk about that, I want to go back in time real quick. Here are some images from our archives and a campaign from not too long ago, and they were heavily influenced by our past. We have a saying at Coke, kissed the past hello. It means paying tribute to our legacy, to our heritage in a way. Our past is so important to us, and it serves as a great educator. We have over 130 years of history, the good, the bad, what worked, what didn't. If you were to visit our archive, you will come across all these beautiful paintings and photographs from decades ago. We thought, what would we take cues from the past and what would they look like today and influence and inform our future? The setting doesn't have to be the same, but the story remains and the essence remains. Could be still two friends or maybe lovers having a moment of Coca-Cola. Maybe at a party. But what's the story behind those gentlemen? Oh, there we go. So there's a little lack there. There you go. Okay. Is she bringing them the Coke, or are they trying to take it away from her? It doesn't need to be the exact copy of the pose, as long as it makes sense to the story. Are they friends? Or something more? What's the story behind those glasses? Could be two friends having a blast or on their way to the adventure. And then we have this, the lady in red, done for one of our ad campaigns. What would she look like today as if we reimagine her as a modern day poster design? And she would ultimately inform the design of Cobot. Think of Cobot as a personal barista, if you will. Like the Coke bottle itself, the creative idea can recycle itself over and over again and in different areas and platforms based on the designers and individual styles. The Cobot presents itself as a future way of serving our product. Coming out of the pandemic, you might see Cobot wandering around the next time you're at Coca-Cola campus, maybe the next big movie premiere, or a shopping mall serving an ice cold Coca-Cola. That would be also the perfect way to contactless serving, if you will. Let's kiss the past hello. The next one is a very new and exciting platform called the Creations. It's pretty recent and limited edition. It is a new way to engage the youth, if you will. And it's a way for us to kind of stay innovative, but at the same time relevant to our consumers. The strategy behind is to focus on two types of limited edition experiences here, the fizz and the drop. The fizz refers to the intrinsic liquid that's created by Coca-Cola for a limited edition for in the market, maybe 6 months for an entirely new flavor. And drop focuses on partnerships, collaborations with brands and individuals. Starlight, you may have seen that a few months ago. The first Creations was released. We needed a strong story, a concept to appeal the savvy youth market. Space is symbolic to us and to a lot of people. It's a symbol for escapism and discovery. It has cultural relevancy, resonate well across the youth. And also, did you know that Coca-Cola went to space in 1985? It's a true story. Look it up. The astronaut brought in the Coca-Cola up there. So for our next mission, we want to go further and bring the next generation with us. And we also partnered up with Avon Max for a cosmic concert, one of its kind, in a unique way to experience the Coca-Cola. for Starlight, we actually built an AR concert that activates as you scan the limited edition bottle. A new space emerges, pun intended, around you, and the world, the hologram of Ava Max appears to perform in front of you. I'll play this real quick so you can jam to it. I can feel my body shake. There's only so much I can take. I'll show you how a real queen behaves. No damsel in distress, don't need to save me. Once I stop breathing fire, you can take me. And you might think I'm weak without a sword, but if I had one, it'd be bigger than yours. If all of the kings had their queens on the throne, we would pop champagne and raise a toast to all of the queens who are fighting alone. All right, I think the AV guy's waving me, so. The next one is about Byte. Gaming is a strong culture. We're a sponsor for many gaming events. But just like Coke, when you connect them, you want to share them, good times and a good experience. So that's when Pixels becomes more about the experience and the story we share to celebrate with our friends and a party chat. And gaming here to stay. It's a new place to hang out and connect, right? Like the Metaverse. And they also go hand in hand. It's an area that makes sense to explore further. So that's why we teased our second creations beverage from within the gaming culture, the gaming community, specifically Fortnite. I got that thing. I got that thing. Yeah, I got that thing. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I got that. I got that thing. We partnered up with Fortnite for this, or PWR for the gaming organization, to create a pixel point island in there so you can hunt the treasures and get the drinks. That's when it was first announced. There's a few of those, but I'm just going to blast through them. So there's the Dream World right after that. What does dream taste like? And a collaboration with a DJ named after some kind of topping, I think. So also there's an upcoming one that comes from Coke Japan. It's going to be about an anime called Bleach. If you know, it's called a Soul Blast flavor. I'll play it real quick. So this is a really interesting platform. It allows different business units to kind of experience something. So the next one could be with a game developer, film studio. You never know. I want to quickly talk about NFTs. I know you guys love that. You guys have seen this one. It's very important for businesses today to listen to the consumers because we recognize them to have a cravings for innovations, and they have an appetite for something new, to experience something entirely different. So that's what we're trying to do, tackle the NFTs. We wanted to launch into a new domain, but at the same time stay true to our authenticity of our brand, right? So we launched it last year, and we want to make a perfect occasion for it to honor and celebrate it. We chose the perfect occasion, the International Friendship Day. On top of that, we also wanted to do a give back, so we chose our longtime partner and friends, the Special Olympics, and donated all of our proceeds from the auction. And like I said, we want to stay true to our brand principles, surprise and delight. So we chose the format of a loot box. Loot box is kind of like this little treasure box from within a game. So when the winner receives that, it actually splits into 4 different NFTs on its own. The intention was to take our assets and kind of reimagine them in a digital space, this domain. So there's the iconic Coca-Cola cooler and the reimagined friendship card. If you know those, they're based on an actual friendship card from World War II. We passed them around. and also a sound visualizer for the intrinsic value, and a Coca-Cola jacket that you can actually wear in the Decentraland Metaverse. At the end of the 72-hour period, the auction ended with an amount over $500,000, and all of these proceeds went to the Special Olympics. It was a great look into the NFT space, so we'll definitely explore that more soon. People connect directly to our products through a variety of touch points, from the vending, cooler, fountain machines. We sell 2 billion Coca-Cola servings every day, but whether it's a traditional way of serving it or future way of serving it, that is to us 2 billion conversations and 2 billion interactions that allowed us to communicate with our consumers and to make a better experience. Everything has changed, but nothing has changed. That's very true to us, and because our product hasn't changed in 136 years, but the experience we built around will keep evolving. So what made Coca-Cola the real thing and the global icon today is not just a product we built and created, but everything we try to evolve around it. Because everything is designed to serve people and product perfectly. And that's been our structure, our strategy, is how our company has consistently added and created real value. It's the essential magic that makes real magical things happen. The moments that we share with each other. And I, as Coca-Cola, with the right person at the right time, by turning simple chemistry into real culture. So for us, that isn't just the real thing, it's everything. Thank you, appreciate it. Unfortunately, I do have to run to the next thing, but I would love if any of you guys want to reach out to me and make sure you add the right person, LinkedIn.